On the morning of April 9, 2022, I set out for Bay Street in St. John, New Brunswick to chase New Brunswick Southern Railway train 907-9. I'd arrive around noontime, and after waiting a few hours, the 907 crew would dial up the derail at the west end of Ponderosa Yard and begin to build their train.
Derails off. Derails off. Forward. 1-4. That's all you were. 2 to go. 2. 2 up. Last one. Almost. Here you go. Stop. Where's that missing them?
Today's power was MBSR 6401, M&R 6405, both exNS SD70M-2's, and MBSR SD40-2 6304, a former UP SD40.
6401, take your back, let's do an asset. Back to an asset. Forward.
After the car knocker finished his inspection, the 907 crew would tone up Railterm dispatch in Rutland, Vermont and get a track warp to McAdam, New Brunswick.
Railterm dispatch, please stand by.
Railterm dispatch. MBSR 6401 here, over. Yep, 6401, go ahead. I'm looking to get a proceed clearance from the west WEST cautionary limit sign St. John to the east EAST cautionary limit sign McAdam. Not to the MBSR 6401, 64, not 1. West WEST. Item 3, CHREE is a proceed from the west WEST cautionary limit sign St. John to the east EAST cautionary limit sign McAdam. Item 9, NINE, GEOs are nil, NIL. Over. Item number 1, clearance number 4600, 46 knot to the MBSR 6401, 64 knot 1, west WEST. Item number 3, the proceed from the west WEST caution limit sign St. John to the east EAST caution limit sign McAdam. Item number 9, GBOs are nil. Over. So, correct item 11, 1-1, you can show completed. 1444, 1444, RCC, CDN, over. Item number 11, complete at 1444, 1444, RTCCBN, acknowledged by conductor LW Chase on at the same time, over. That is all correct, sir. Okay, do you want my lineup, loads, empties, things like that, time on duty? Benjamin, over. Sure. Okay, leader, we get the MBSR 6401, followed by the MBSR 6405, followed by the MBSR 6304, Benjamin M.K. Glant. On duty at 1200, 12 knot, and we are 44 loads by 30 empties, 44 by 3 knots, over. Yes, sir, what's your job name today? 907, 9 knot 7, over. Alright, I got it, sir, thank you. That please, over. I got it, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, great. Yep, thank you very much. We'll give you a call at a St. John. MBSR 6401 out. Good. Yeah.
After the train got their paper, I would jump ahead to Janesway Lane in St. John, where the crew would give a friendly horn salute.
907, highball on the roll-by.
Yeah, eyeball on the roll by. Thanks a lot, Bones. 907 out.
Boys have a safe trip, Carmen. And
Just barely getting ahead of the train, I would set up at Graham Bay, Westfield. My next stop was the NB 101 crossing in Wellsford. This spot is located on an S-curve and has a significant grade, so the engineer had his engines deep in the upper notches. Also at this location is a defect detector, which can be heard once the train passes.
Detector milepost 24.4. NB DSR detector milepost 24.4. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 410. Speed 31. Temperature 57 degrees out.
Further up NB 101 is the Clarendon Bog in Clarendon, New Brunswick. Although there was still snow on the ground in a few spots, mosquitoes and black flies were out in full force. Jumping ahead of the train on NB 101, I would set up at the crossing in Blissville. After the train passed, I set out for Fredericton Junction and just barely beat the train there. This is once where CP's route to Fredericton, New Brunswick, and the lines into northern Maine split off from the main line to St. John. However, most of this trackage was abandoned and removed between the 70s and 90s due to a series of large floods and declining business. Today, just the west leg of the Y exists as a MOW pocket track, as well as a spur for a business which takes the occasional load of telephone poles. Restored CP caboose stands at this location next to the old VIA platform. The station here was knocked down in 2021 by MBSR and replaced by an office trailer as part of the beautification effort prior to the CPOCS ride. Although I had originally intended on shooting the train at Ruth, New Brunswick, due to poor road conditions because of the spring thaw on Ruth Road, I would head for the passing siding at Harvey, New Brunswick. A few weeks after visiting this location, another 907 would derail in this location. The derailment would take out the west end of the siding in the process and close the main line for a few days. shooting at Harvey, I would head to McAdam. On this day, due to the length of the train, the 907 crew dropped the train east of the main road in McAdam before rolling into the station as light power. After swapping crews, the US crew had several cuts of cars to pick up from the St. Stephen branch before heading west. Taking this momentary lull in the chase, I headed for Vanceboro, Maine, where I'd pass through U.S. Customs. At Vanceboro, the train crosses into the Eastern Time Zone and into the U.S. Just west of the Route 6 crossing, the train has to pass through an X-ray machine operated by U.S. Customs. All westbound trains have to be scanned at a painstaking 5 miles an hour, so it can take considerable time to scan a 100-plus car train.
907 West, enter US Customs. You're clear to proceed. Make sure all your people are up front. SR detector, milepost 3.0. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 450. Speed 13. Temperature 51 degrees out. U.S. Customs, I copied that. Okay to proceed. Make sure everybody's up front. Is that correct, over? That's correct, 4. We'll be right there. NBSR 6401 West.
After calling U.S. Customs and getting the green light, the crew would get a track warrant to Bancroft. I would catch back up with the train at Bancroft Road in the namesake town of Bancroft. Just around the curve, AMR train 908-9 is sitting on the siding while 907 passes. On this night, EMR train 908 would have MBSR SD70M-2 6402 in the lead, with MBSR SD40-2 8144, originally a BN SD40-2 in the middle, MNR SD70M-2 6406, another exNS SD70M-2, and MBSR GP38-3 911, which was originally built as a Clinchfield GP38. After catching 908, I would catch up to 907 at Mattawamkeag. For my final shot, I would snag 907 at P Ridge Road in Chester, Maine on my way home, ending a successful chase. At P Ridge, there is also another defect detector which could be heard once the train passed.
EMR detector milepost